or you look around, see others, what others are doing, and learn from their mistakes. Like there's a quote which says, "Life is too short to learn only from your own mistakes." So look around, see what mistakes others are also of doing an entrepreneurship. Uh, they shouldn't delay it because their education is there. Like if you have a dream, if you want to pursue something, if you have an idea, don't think you are too young for it.
So my and another question would be, before the lockdown, students who are interested in getting into entrepreneurship, they could go to loads of seminars, loads of networking events, and meet mentors who they could take advice from and pitch their businesses and everything. But
Correct.
due to the current situation, it's very hard for them to connect with the right people, or to get into the right places where the people that they meet can add value to their business. So how do you suggest that students or newly started entrepreneurs network and to grow their business?
So there are a lot of webinars available. I think we have hundreds of webinars happening every day. There are a lot of groups which are just webinar-based groups. And once after a webinar happens, there are a lot of webinars where they give you a specific place where you join in, and then you can network in that specific Telegram group or WhatsApp group or any other closed group also. So that is what is happening right now. Except for that, all you can do is you can speak to people whom you know or your parents know, people whom you've been looking up to, maybe your relatives, your seniors from college, your professors from college whom they might know. So start leveraging the kind of network you have right now to, I can say, widen your network. Like don't feel shy in asking for help. Uh, let's assume if you are a student of mine and you call up and you say, "Sir, I want to get into this." You know someone in this specific field. So there's a very high probability I might know someone and I might help you out. So पहले इसकी जरूरत नहीं पड़ती because काफी सारे events होते थे. Right now, if help is required, you should always, like, you shouldn't hesitate to ask for some advice or for some help. The max to max what will happen is the opposite person will tell us there's no I can say negative to it, or there's no downside to it.
Okay.
And attend webinars. So some of the webinars are genuinely very good. So attend webinars. That's also pretty helpful. Especially not webinars, workshops. So there are a lot of paid workshops which happen. So webinars में networking करना difficult है. But there are a lot of paid workshops which happen. So don't be hesitant in paying for quality. That's one thing which I've learned from these webinars. In fact, we've done a lot of webinars and workshops, and we've attended a lot of webinars and workshops. And one thing I've understood is you keep on running behind just certifications and free workshops and free webinars, वो quality कभी भी नहीं आएगी. एक आप पीछे के पीछे रह जाओगे. Just up because you are just doing it for the certificate's sake. So instead, it's if you find something good, if you find something which has good quality, don't be hesitant in paying for it. It's fine because you will get returns that is genuinely, that is guaranteed. If there's something which is good and you invest in it, it's going to give you good returns. So attend such workshops, attend such webinars, be a part of such groups, and ask for help if required. People are there to help. Especially right now, people have become very like, things around us are so bad that people have become more helpful.
Right.
If I see someone who needs help, I maybe 5 months back I wouldn't have done that. But right now, just because seeing everything around me, if I can add value somewhere, I'd love to do that. So that help will be easily available compared to maybe pre-COVID era. So ask for help if required. Yeah.
And my next question is, how would you suggest students that want to explore entrepreneurship start, doing what, start executing their idea basically?
I didn't get you. Can you repeat your question?
Do you suggest that students, there are many students that have ideas and want to, explore entrepreneurship, even if they don't have an
Yes.
idea, they want to get into the field. So how would you suggest that now they start exploring entrepreneurship, or, start?
So ideally, first thing you need to keep in your mind is that like stop thinking about failure. Like the probability of your first venture failing is very high, and it's fine. के साथ होता है. Failing is a wrong word, but basically not continuing is very high, because once you start the first venture, you will learn a lot of things and you will feel that, oh, now this idea is better. So you might discontinue the first one and start something else, which is very common for almost all entrepreneurs. And I'm a strong advocate of students being entrepreneurs in my degree college itself. Like I'm someone who's always told my students that if you have an idea, start applying. Like what will happen max to max is you will lose a basic amount of investment which you have done. Now, in the current COVID era, if you want to become good entrepreneurs, the first thing you need to learn well, I think, is digital marketing. It's going to be very important. You need to know how you market your venture, whatever it might be a product, it might be a service over uh, the digital platform. Second thing you need to learn is how do you present something well, because everything is online now, and you are a new entrepreneur. Your presentation skills matter a lot because आपके बारे में इतना word of mouth अब तक आया नहीं है. People don't know about the service or the product yet, and you want people to buy it. So there has to be some kind of differentiation. So the presentation, the way you sell a product, the way you package the product will also matter a lot. And do research. So make Google forms, send it to people, and make them short. Don't make it a very long form. It's fine. Make it short. जो आपको सिर्फ जानना है उतना small चीज डालिए. Extra सिर्फ डालने के लिए सवाल मत डालिए. The longer the form, the lesser the probability people will answer, and lesser the probability that they'll answer 2 years. आपका friend है वो आंसर कर भी लेगा because वो आपका friend है. Genuine answers नहीं हुए because after 4 or 5 questions सब बोर हो जाते हैं. Make short and crisp forms, do research, ask people about the idea and try it out. It's okay if you fail because even if that venture doesn't work out, if that venture fails, it's more of a learning process in the current era. It's a learning process. So start. जो भी आपका idea है, start implementing it. If it's a manufacturing based idea, it's going to be tough in the current this thing because you'll have to travel. There's a lot of traveling required. You need to go to the factory, have machines, have people working with you. जो difficult है फिलहाल. But if it's a service based idea and if it's something where you feel that you can give superior service at the same rate or a similar service at an inferior rate, people will buy it because cost cutting is going to be very important in the current, I can say, next 3 to 4 years. People have huge cash crunches, huge liquidity issues. So it's not only about laying off people. Even if you can just increase the efficiency of someone, that's also important. So people want to cut costs. People want to increase sales. If you can find a way where, let's assume कुछ आके मुझे बोलता है सर आप ये करो and according to me उससे आपका sales बढ़ेगा and he charges for it. And if I am having a positive contribution, if I'm having a place where my increase in sales is higher than my increase in costs, even if I have to pay, I will go for it because it's required. Like the competition is huge, cash crunch is there. Overall, the Indian economy wasn't doing that great pre-COVID also, and so post-COVID, there is going to be a huge impact on the businesses. So if you can find something where you can save someone's money or save someone's time, especially the service industry, there will be takers for it. You just need to market yourself well, make a good presentation, and make parts. Like if you're making a presentation, do it like quantify everything if possible. And when you quantify, it's much easier for the samne wala person to understand. After quantifying it, portray it in the form of charts, graphs, etc. Show how you can be better, and people will buy it. So, like just prove it that you can give a similar product at an inferior rate or a superior product at a similar rate. People will go for it, especially service industry. Because वो time चला गया कि oh I'm with this person since a long time. How can I tell them a no? Because everyone can tell a no right now. अभी जो current situation है, सालों साल से someone is working with someone else and I can't pay right now, so can't help it. If you can give me something for a cheaper rate, I will go for it. So that is an advantage for young entrepreneurs if you are in the service industry especially. So as I told you, package it well. Please remember, guys, your presentation has to be very good. If your presentation is good, it's gonna make a huge difference.
So my next question is, since you've seen so many students, or many of your students also might have started their own companies. So what do you
Yeah.
think is one of the biggest things that they're doing wrong, or they should be doing differently?
Uh, I don't think like I just feel that entrepreneurship as an arena is a self. So self-learning can happen by 2 ways. That is, you yourself make mistakes and learn from your own mistakes, or you look around, see others what others are doing, and learn from their mistakes. Like there's a quote which says, "Life is too short to learn only from your own mistakes." So look around, see what mistakes others are also doing. So now, if you ask me what they should do differently, like क्या change करना चाहिए, so I just feel it's one thing. It's like I just feel students, the idea of doing an entrepreneurship, uh, they shouldn't delay it because their education is there. Like if you have a dream, if you want to pursue something, if you have an idea, don't think you are too young for it. Like even if you are too young for it, it's okay if you make mistakes. As I told you, it will be a self-learning process. So if you really want to be an entrepreneur, people listening to me right now, one suggestion: don't wait. Like whatever your age is, you start doing it. Like you jump into it. The earlier you jump into it, the earlier you'll become successful. Like age wise, मैं बोल रहा हूँ. Like आप 20 के हो, 24 में बनोगे. आप 16 पे चालू करोगे, 20 में बन जाओगे. Because it's a self-learning process. So a lot of students of mine who jumped into entrepreneurship, they've always waited for the graduation to get over. And that's one thing. And the other thing is, a lot of them have never focused on networking. If you want to be an entrepreneur, please, for God's sake, focus on networking. Focus on having a good network. Focus on having a lot of friends. Not maybe only friends, but even acquaintances. Like if you meet that person, you should know them, and that should be at least a smile. And if required, you can call that person up and ask them for some kind of help. So make friends, make acquaintances, have a good network, and work on that from your school life or from your college life, from your junior college life. जितना जल्दी आप काम करोगे, it's better. Like bigger the network, higher the advantage. So take care of that thing.